If you're thinking of attending Halloween Horror Nights 2025, now is the time to start planning.
Seriously, if you wait too long to start planning, you're gonna miss out.
Fact.
Last year, Universal Orlando dropped multi-night HHN tickets in July.
Yeah.
And the people that waited
They missed out.
or paid way too much for their Halloween Horror Nights tickets.
We want to make sure today we cover what you need to know for your HHN tickets, generally how much they're gonna cost based off of last year's prices, and what you get for the ticket you purchase.
Halloween Horror Nights tickets have not changed all that much in terms of what you get. Prices have certainly changed, but what you get in each ticket has not changed. So we suspect, based off last year's information, it will help you prepare for this year's event. There is a perk within one of these tickets that is an absolute game changer, but you'll have to stick around for a little longer until we get to multi-night tickets.
It could save you
Hundreds of dollars. Every year, Halloween Horror Nights seems to get more and more popular. Those crowds just grow and grow. And every year, we hear stories from people that either wait too long to buy tickets so they miss out, or they have to piecemeal their Halloween Horror Nights event together and end up spending way too much money.
That was us last year. We bought a ticket ahead of time that we thought would cover us for what we needed for the season. And then we went back, and we went back again, and all of a sudden, we ended up spending a lot more money. Our bank account was not happy with
Hundreds,
us.
if not thousands of dollars.
Our goal today is to help you avoid just that.
Before we get into the tickets, just a quick reminder that Halloween Horror Nights this year is from August 29th until November 2nd.
That's a good length of a season.
I think it's just on par with as many nights as they had last year.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes about tickets. The first thing you want to know is there are two types of HHN tickets. You have your single night tickets, which get you in for a single night. And then you have your multi-night tickets to help give you access to HHN for multiple nights. Now, we'll dive into the differences of those two and get more into detail about the multi-night tickets here shortly, but just be clear. Understand, you need to know how many times do you want to go and scream your head off at HHN?
I think I get the easiest ticketing option today, and that is single night tickets. Single night tickets get you access to Halloween Horror Nights for a singular night, as the name would imply. Now, do understand that these single night tickets are going to be dated, so they will be good for the night which you select. Pricing for single night tickets will vary based off day of the week and time of the year. So you're gonna be looking anywhere from probably north of $80 all the way over $100 depending on the day that you plan to attend.
Be aware when you're buying your single night tickets that the weekday options tend to be a little less expensive, and then the weekend and Friday options tend to be a little more expensive. There's more people that want to attend and can attend on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays versus like a Wednesday.
Thursday,
Yeah. Now, maybe you want more than just one night of HHN.
Yes, you do.
If you're planning to attend for more than one night, or you're local to the Orlando area like we are now, which is pretty darn neat, multi-night tickets are definitely the way to go and a game changer for your HHN season.
They can save you a lot of money when you're talking about going multiple times to HHN.
The first multi-night ticket option that you're going to want to be aware of, especially if you're looking to attend HHN for the beginning of the season, is the Rush of Fear Pass. This multi-night ticket option will give you access to HHN during August and September throughout the season. Now, HHN is a separately ticketed event. To be clear, this ticket only gets you into HHN, but it gets you in for multiple nights in August and September.
It's great for if you want to attend Halloween Horror Nights in the beginning of the season. Might be a little hotter, but it does get you access multiple days throughout the week.
The ticket runs about $180 based off of prior year's rates, and that doesn't include tax. On top of it, we do expect that with inflation and things changing, the price is going to go up a little bit, so be prepared if you want to have a multi-night ticket for the beginning part of the HHN season. The Rush of Fear Pass might be the way to go.
You can add Express to any of these multi-night tickets. Do expect an additional cost associated with adding on the Express Pass. The Rush of Fear with Express Pass last year cost roughly $610 per pass.
Pretty nice though to be able to have Express Pass included and be able to go for all of those days in August and September. We had the Rush of Fear last year, and
We've had it for a couple of years.
Yeah, we didn't know we were going to come back in October, so really take a look at that calendar, folks. If you're doing August, September, this is a great pass to go with.
Now, stick with us because this is where Halloween Horror Nights multi-night tickets start to get complicated and a little bit of planning starts to come into play. The next ticket you have is the Frequent Fear Pass. The Frequent Fear Pass gets you into Halloween Horror Nights Sunday through Thursday, plus the first weekend of the event.
So if you are somebody that you're like, I'm going the very first weekend, I really want to enjoy my time, and then once I've hit those houses up, I'll just go during Sundays through weekdays. This might be a good option. Now again, you don't get Friday, Saturday access except for the very first weekend, but also the crowds kind of show up on Fridays and Saturdays, so
Might be
you
a good
might
option.
be worth avoiding, you know?
Last year, the Frequent Fear Pass was roughly $240, and if you tacked on Express Pass to that Frequent Fear Pass, it was roughly $730. Now again, these are last year's prices, so expect that there will be a slight price increase for 2025.
And if there's not, hey, that's a
save some
win in
money.
itself. Now, maybe you're somebody that's like, I love going to HHN on Fridays. I want to be there throughout this season.
Vibes.
Right? The next pass might be a fit for you. This is the Frequent Fear Plus Pass, which gives you access to HHN Sundays through Fridays and gives you access on opening and closing Saturday of the HHN season.
It's great. It gives you a lot more flexibility. If you really enjoy the atmosphere of a busy Halloween Horror Nights, this pass might be for you.
It's pretty flexible and nice to be able to go and pop in and do your thing and what have you, and avoid those Saturdays and the busyness of the crowd throughout the season. But you still get the excitement of the beginning of the HHN season and the close of the HHN season.
The Frequent Fear Plus Pass started at roughly $290 last year, and if you tacked on Express Pass, it was roughly $840.
I will say, the Express Pass for these multi-night tickets
They add up.
especially, well, they add up, but especially for those like busy nights that we
they're
know
great. Oh,
happen, Fridays, Saturdays, things like that, the Express Pass, it almost pays for itself in time that you would wait standing in line to do the houses.
And it seems like I get all the easy ones today. The Ultimate Frequent Fear Pass.
If you're an HHN fiend, this is the pass for you.
The Ultimate Frequent Fear Pass will give you access to Halloween Horror Nights every single night of the event.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Also, with the Ultimate Frequent Fear Pass, you get free self-parking, which is a huge cost savings. When you're talking that parking for Halloween Horror Nights might be $60+ a night.
Yeah, that saves some money right there over time. I get it that you're paying for the pass, but to not also have to pay for parking, that's pretty handy.
Pretty handy.
Now you can also add an Express Pass on to the Ultimate Frequent Fear Pass, and in total it's going to cost you about $1,070. But again, based off of last year's pricing, so that might go up. The Express Pass though, like to be able to have access to every night of HHN and be like, I'm gonna go through Express. I like the sound of that. It's cost a pretty penny, but it's one of the reasons we're putting this out right now is to start putting it in your little HHN piggy bank, right? Like save some dollars so you can get the pass that works for you.
Yeah, I know people will say like, well, if I'm using the Ultimate Frequent Fear Pass, I don't need Express Pass because I'm going every single night, so I don't need to spend the additional money on Express Pass. Totally understand that as well, but what is your time worth?
And I personally like to have Express Pass on me when we bring friends with us because they probably got Express to have the best time when they buy those single night tickets. And so I want to be able to have access to going through the houses with them, not waiting in the standby line while they're flying through
Missing the
houses
fun.
in front of me.
Yep.
Yeah. Boo. But heads up, because the Express Passes for the multi-night tickets specifically will sell out.
Last year they sold out within, I don't know,
Hours
of
minutes.
Yeah, it felt like minutes before we saw stuff on Instagram. They're like, Ultimate Frequent Fear Pass with Express Pass is sold out. Like, mind blowing.
This is not the days of old where you could just go and maybe buy them days or weeks later. If you're looking to get a multi-night ticket with Express Pass included, get ready.
Yeah,
buckle
ready.
in, folks. Like it's go time when those things drop.
Now, maybe you are looking for even a more private, intimate's a weird weird thing to say as it pertains to HHN, but a more intimate Halloween Horror Nights experience, there are additional things that you can purchase to make your HHN experience even that much better.
Take that HHN season to the next level by buying things like your RIP tours, the Unmasking the Horror tours, a Scream early ticket, which we will cover in another video later on, and make sure that you have access to Stay and Scream. So there are ways to like well-round your HHN experience, and we are going to cover them all for you.
This was just the very beginning of the Halloween Horror Nights season, and we thought it was very, very important to get this information out to you so that you can start planning and be ready when those Halloween Horror Nights tickets drop.
I'll tell you, the day that those tickets drop, Ben's going to be on his phone immediately getting the access that we want for the HHN season. It's going to be a great season this year. There's going to be so many amazing houses and scare zones. I know it hasn't all been announced yet. We're all just crossing our
Eagerly
fingers
waiting.
and praying, right? But it's going to be a good season, so get ready to buy your tickets ASAP.
If you got anything out of this video, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out, and we look forward to seeing you in the fog. Thanks for watching.
Bye!